Okay, good morning. Our next experiment is op-amp non-inverting amplifier. So the aim of this experiment is also need to calculate the closed loop gain. Should verify with the theoretical values. Suppose components required for this experiment is the resistors 1 kilo ohm, 10 kilo ohm, 22 kilo ohm, 33 kilo ohm and LM324 AD IC. Let me connect the circuit in multisim. So as we know that multisim op-amp is available here. So it is op-amp LM324 AD, LM324 AD IC consisting of four op-amps. One op-amp is A, next one is B, C and D. So I am selecting only A op-amp. Its pin numbers are 2, 3, 4, 11 and 1. 2, 3, 4, 11 and 1. Okay, 2 is inverting input and 3 is non-inverting input. 4 is the plus VCC, 11 is minus VCC and 1 is our output. Okay, here previously we has connected the input to inverting terminal. Now we are going to perform the non-inverting operational amplifier operation, so that we need to connect the input to non-inverting terminal of our circuit. For that I am getting the input signal voltage source and require resistors here. Okay, resistors are 1 kilo ohm resistors, again one more resistor, and grounding circuits for sources ground to make the ground here, and one more ground here, and one more plus VCC here, minus VV minus 5 volts here, and next we are going to take the output here and make the connections among these all components like this. Our input is connected to non-inverting terminal, so there is no phase difference between input and output is in phase with our input in this circuit. Plus VCC is connected to fourth pin and minus V is connected to 11th pin. Output is connected to channel B. Make the connections. For simplicity, I has flipped the op amp. For easy understanding, I am zooming it. So this RF value, RF is feedback resistance is 1 kilo ohm, and R1 input resistance value is also 1 kilo ohm. Now my input voltage is 250 millivolts peak value, and peak to peak input voltage is 500 millivolts, and input frequency is 1 kilohertz. Okay, 0 degrees phase difference. Then there is no phase difference between input and output here, because it is a non-inverting operational amplifier. So output is not inverted. So our input is applied to non-inverting terminal of our op amp. Pin number 3 is our non-inverting terminal. So now I am going to run this circuit. See here, making both the input and output. So one is our input and another one is our output. So if we clearly calculate the voltage, output voltage, its values. So now channel B is our output, channel A is our input. Now I am calculating the input voltage value. Input voltage value is fixed. I think it is constant value. Okay, for the sake of simply your understanding, I am again measuring the input voltage value. Now input voltage is 486 millivolts. It is around 500 millivolts actually. Okay, because of this cursor differences, we may get this value. Okay, if we change this cursor automatically, We'll change it. It is 490 millivolts. It is around 500 millivolts. Actually, its value is 500 millivolts. Now, for the same, our RF feedback resistance is 1 kilo ohm and input resistance value is 1 kilo ohm. For the 1 kilo ohm feedback resistance, we are going to calculate the output voltage. What I am doing now, I am grounding the input, enabling the output value. So this is our output. Setting the marker to output channel B. Okay, now what is our output voltage? Our output voltage is 980 millivolts. That is around 1 volt. Our output. It is a 980 millivolts. So our output voltage value is 980 millivolts for 1 kilo ohm feedback resistor. Now tabulate the readings. Okay, here we have a tabular form. For a 1 kilo ohm feedback resistor, our output voltage is what? 980 millivolts. Okay, 980 millivolts. Theoretical gain. Okay, we need to calculate a theoretical gain 1 plus what is an RF value? RF value is 1 kilo ohm only. 1k only, and Ri value is Ri, that is Ri value is also 1 kilo ohm, that is gain equals to 2. Now practical gain, let us assume round up this one to 1000 millivolts. So it is around 1000 millivolts. Output voltage value is 1000 millivolts. 1000 divided by 500. 500 will get the gain value is 2. Practical gain is 2 and theoretical gain also 2. Now change the input resistance value to 10 kilo ohm. Okay, by stopping this one, I am going to change the input resistance value to 10 kilo ohm. Value is 10 kilo ohm now. Now run the simulation. Input is constant, but output value may changes. Is channel 2 value I am going to measuring because the channel 2 is connected to output. Okay, what is our output value? It is 5.4 volts. Okay, 5.4 volts. For a 10 kilo ohm feedback resistance value, our output voltage is 5.4 volts. Or input same value. Input is not changing because the scale is difference here. So and tabulate the readings. So for input is 500 millivolts only. The output is 5.2, 5.4 volts. 5.4 volts. So now what is the theoretical gain value? 1 plus the what is the RF value? RF value is 10 kilo ohm. 10 and R1 value is 1 only. 10 plus 1, then the gain value is 11. And now practical gain value is 5.4 volts divided by 500 millivolts. That may be equals to, value is equals to 10.99. Okay, the theoretical gain value is 11 and practical gain value is 10.9. Like that, repeat the procedure for 22 kilo ohm and 33 kilo ohm resistors. Note down the values in this tabular form. By doing this experiment, what we observed that if you increase the feedback resistance value, automatically the gain value is increasing. That means output voltage is increasing. And also one more thing we have observed that it is a non-inverting operational amplifier. There is no phase difference between the input signal and the output signal. Both are in phase. Okay, this is all about the first experiment.